Hello everyone. For my video of the night, I'm going to be talking about Dexter. But before I do, and it's the basically about a blood chemist who's a murderer and all that, but I'll go into it in a few minutes. But first, I want to say thank you to the people that made this possible, to my viewers, to my subscribers that's growing day by day. So I want to say thank you to the 2 subscribers that joined on recently. I appreciate your support and respect for this channel, amongst so many others. And if you like what I do on this channel and want to subscribe, in short, I do TV show reviews, movie reviews, and gaming reviews. So I'll do all 3. If that piques your interest and want to check it out, I would highly recommend it. And if you like what you see, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. And most importantly, comment, like, share, all the good stuff. And if all of you want me to review anything that you want to be seen, just let me know below in the comment section. And my short-term goal for subscribers is 150, long-term 200. So I'll do the best I can and pour out stuff that all of you might like. So, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to Dexter. This, if you're thinking it's a cartoon version, no. And it's basically about this psychopath, Dexter, aka the name, kills serious people that the police will never catch. And if they're even close enough, Dexter basically finds his own way to track him, meets him in person, feels him out, and then goes for the kill. And he only got this way because of his adoptive father, I believe. After his mom was killed, and so if you haven't seen the show, I'm not going to say it. But if you have seen it, then you'll understand what I meant by that. But Dexter was raised to be more cautious than most and have instincts that we somewhat lack. The most important one of basically the killer instincts. Any sane person wouldn't do this. But Dexter, he wasn't the case. He was traumatized by a certain way and kind of made him that way. And his stepsister, Deborah, I believe her name is, hopefully I got it right, worked there also, I believe as a police officer, then to a detective, then leading her division until her sad ending, which I'm not going to go into. But as the first season introduces Dexter and see what he's like, and as you see each season, you'll see him progress more, take more chances, and of course he gets out a few times, but he handles that stuff pretty well and covers his tracks until he meets someone in his life after a certain while, and he finds happiness until it gets taken away. And how the show ends is kind of tragic, but also leads to Dexter, Cold Blood, I think it's called. That leads to that, and now they're doing Resurrection. But one thing at a time, Dexter season 1 through 8 is worthy to see. It's not boring. It's very interesting in a lot of ways. If you like a crime show mixed with drama and more adult stuff, I guess, per se, this is a show for you in a lot of ways. If you haven't heard of this show and want to give it a try, I would highly recommend it. I believe it's on Showtime or HBO or one of them, major ones. But if you haven't heard of this and want to see it, I would highly recommend it. But if you have seen this and have heard of it, tell me your thoughts on the show down below in the comment section. And again, it's worth to see by these factors. The storyline is on point. They do the show justice. The actors are there. Story again, if I didn't say it already. And how it's done in the process. In other words, they actually cared about how it was done. It was not sloppy, perfect to a T, and I liked it. If you liked it or disliked it, at least the show was given a chance. But if you haven't seen it and want to see it, I'd highly recommend it. But other than that, I'll close it out with that. And the premise of this show, again, is where Dexter works with the cops. He's like a blood chemist, or biologist, and basically confirms the blood from the crime scenes. And then his night job is basically being a killer and taking the killers down himself. In other words, so that's the gist of it. And I'll end it with that. And if you like what you see and want to subscribe, my channel is at History Buff 2.0. You can't miss it. Wait! Stop! Sorry about that. It's my sister's cat again. She's very talkative. But if you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe. And it's at History Buff 2.0. You can't miss it. And please hit my short-term goal is 150, long-term 200. And I know we can do that together, so I'm not too worried about that. Comment down below, like, share, and please hit the notification bell also. And again, thank you to all of you that made this possible. Without all of you, I would not be here. Other than that, may God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.